Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, I noticed that we were having some trouble getting blue science packs, the chemical science packs produced. And the reason why is because we weren't getting sulfur through to be able to make those. And we weren't getting sulfur through because we're basically stressing our entire sulfuric acid production to its limit right now. So what I decided we needed to do was make a new sulfuric acid production facility to take some of the load off of the manufacturing area that has been kind of supporting us on that for a long time now. So worked on designing a new sulfuric acid facility, and we're going to see what we're going to do about that. So, we've got the purified water that we're going to need being produced. I went ahead and ran some pipes. I also added another loading bay. Well, I got the tanks here for loading the sulfuric acid. And loading bays here, because these are going to be loading coke, in case we need more coke somewhere. And I ran this water, which is just the plain water line, tied it into these existing electric mining drill 4s. So, next thing we need to do is we need to start mining some coal, so that we can then crush it and convert it into coke with our sulfuric wastewater byproduct. That is our actual product that we are after. So, the coke is actually the byproduct. So, let's go ahead and get that done. I went ahead and manufactured 6 electric mining drill 5s. I don't think we're actually making those yet anywhere. But we don't need that many, so I just made them by hand. There we go. Actually, how much coal? 50 per second. Okay, so a single belt should be able to handle that no problem. Alright. And then we're going to need ore crushers. How many? 4. 2, 3, 4. Might as well hand make them. We're actually going to get out to here. Alright, they'll need power. And we're crushing coal. Alright, so we're making 100 per second crushed coal, so that's going to have to be on 2 belts. And what I think we're going to do is we're going to make 4 runs of 2 liquefier 4s. We need 8 liquefier 4s. We'll hand make those as well. Yeah, so each of these is going to run into 2 liquefiers. Right, and here are our purified water lines. That's going to take up, what, 4 of the purified water lines? We only need 3. Okay, well, we're going to have to figure out how that's going to work. Alright. So, where did I put it? There they are. Okay. Let's do it like this, actually. Inserters might work. Those will be 12.5 per second per liquefier. This is in the way. I need to spread these out anyway. Okay. That's fine. Let's do something along these lines. Alright, so we're making Coke. We have our water line. We have our input. Does that work? Or do we need to do it the other way? We might actually need to do it the other way. Okay. No, no, no. We're gonna do it that way. Okay. Just put this back. And the sulfuric wastewater is not really going to be a problem. Let's blueprint this. Let's add a little bit of a gap. Alright, so what we're gonna do with the water. Is we're going to run 2 lines over to it. There's one. Okay. No, that's not going to provide enough water. I don't think. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this. Yeah, what I really need to do is probably something like this, where we have that run through, and we need a third water line. It's gonna come in here and provide that's where that's going to be. Third water line. No, third water line is going to be here. Okay. Now that should provide sufficient. Alright, so we're going to have four, just provide sufficient water. We're going to have 4 runs of sulfuric wastewater. It needs to get converted into 3. Let's see. No, turn that off. Put a bank. Of tanks. Something like that. Something like that. And something along those lines. And if I give it power, right, it should work. Now all of these are going to need 4 pure speed modules. Oh, right, we need to get rid of the coke. Forgot about the coke. At a rate of 100 per second. Okay. Not a problem. We'll just do this. Alright. You're going to be offset there, and you're going to pick up from there. You're going to be offset there and pick up from there. Alright, I'm going to condense those down into 2 lines. That should be easy. Actually, no. We want them to come up to here. All right. Well, that should work. Good. It's not running at full speed yet. Not anywhere even close. But we're also going to need overflows here and here with output priority like that. Ooh. No, those are gonna have to be split as well. Those are gonna have to be split like this into something like this, so that we can dispose of this as needed. Now, we have another thing that I'm going to do with this Coke, but that's kind of the ultimate, like, if everything overflows, it then gets dumped. For now. Alright. Now comes the true test. To see if this whole thing can keep up. Alright, the inserters seem to be keeping up fine. Alright, and now it's these guys that are not actually delivering fast enough. Probably because they also need pure speed modules, which indeed they do. I actually only said 2, right? Yeah, they only need 2. Oh yeah, this is not gonna be perfectly efficient. What matters is the water. Water is fine. And we are getting rid of the sulfuric wastewater. Perfectly fine. Good. Right. So now we need 3 outputs. Because we need 3 hydro plant 3s. Okay, 3 hydro plant 3s. They're gonna sit like that. And we want pumps. Weren't we making these pumps? Certainly we were making the pumps. Somewhere in here. Oh, those are pump 3s, not pump 4s. Ah, I see. Well, we can do pump 3s. There we go. Sulfuric wastewater purification. These are going to be using 2 modules. Each one of these is going to have its own dedicated line. Alright. This is purified water outputs. How much purified water is this going to be producing? 1,750. Okay. Alright, then what we're actually going to want to do is something along these lines. So that's going to come off of there. That's going to come off of there. Off of this manifold. Now, what we want are non-return valves. Okay. Okay. And they put in there. Now, we are going to need an overflow to count for 1,800, which means we're going to need 9 clarifiers. 9 clarifiers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 5. Let's do 10. Okay. These are the overflow banks. Actually, let's do it like this. Overflow valves. Overflow valve. Like that. There we go. Now, we also need to get rid of this mineralized water, 500 per second. We'll do three clarifiers. That will be easy, piece of cake. Alright, and then we need to pull away 25 per second sulfur. That is also going to be fairly straightforward. Yeah, we'll bring you to the other side of the belts. Oh, I never actually calculated out the oxygen that we're going to need. I mean, we could make oxygen from purified water through electrolysis. No, that's not going to work. Yep, we're going to have to do the good old air extraction. No, we'll go with 3 so that we use 4 chemical plant 4s. That'll be 2 lines. That works. We need 3,000, so this is going to be 3 lines. 40 of those. Those numbers don't quite go where we want them to go. All right. 3,000 to 1,500. 3. No, maybe we'll go to 3. Is there any way I can get that down to just 12? Yes. If we go with a speed module 5. What if I went with an pure speed module 5? Okay. I'd have to go grab some of those, but that's not impossible. I would need a dozen of them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we would need these guys. I would need 1, 2, 3 chemical plant 4s. Yeah, it had... no, I had to actually do this manually. It's alright. That'd be 3 sets of 4. How did I lose track of it? There it is. Oh, nope, there. Oh. Alright, and then we would probably want to just run them through an inline tank. And a pump. And then into 3 chemical plant 4s. Let me just get this set up, and then we'll probably go ahead and end the episode. Make sure we get 1 speed module 5 and each of these. Now, if the math is right, this should work. was this 4? Yep, 4 each. Alright, let's give it some juice. Tie that all together. We'll need to dispose of 1500 per second nitrogen, which is something like 8 flare stacks. That's fairly easy. There's only 7. Alright, and then we will route the oxygen. It's going to need to go into... probably a double tank. Yeah, we'll go into 2 tanks like that. Yeah, this is the one that's going to be... But actually what we probably want to do is split this. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Excellent. Alright, and that's where we'll go ahead and stop for now. And, yeah, we'll keep on plugging away on this when we come back. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.